Hey, welcome back, computer scholars. I just want to do a quick video to show you how easy it is to do one of the guided projects in SimNet. So today the one we're going to do is the Chapter 1 guided project for Word. Here it is, open, ready to go. Now the first thing I like to do is print out the instructions. The reason I like to print out the instructions is because it allows me to go step by step, carefully marking off each step as I go through. I'm a little older, I make mistakes, so by marking off each step, that makes sure I don't skip a step inadvertently. So I've already done that. The next thing I have to do is download the start file. To do that, just click on this button, download it. I always download to my desktop, that way I know right where it's going. So I'm going to save and just verify that it is on my desktop. Sure enough, it is. I'll open it from there, bring it over. Hopefully you can see that. First thing I need to do is enable the editing, and now I'm ready to go. If I look at my instructions, I'll notice that I'm already on step 3. I've opened it, I've enabled the editing, and now I'm on step 3. So the first thing it says to do in this is press Control A to select the entire document. Control's the lower left button on your keyboard. Pressing Control A highlights everything. Next, it says click the paragraph launcher. That's right here. I'm going to click on that to expand it. And then it says click the line spacing drop-down list and make it multiple. There's line spacing, drag down to multiple. Then it says type 1.2 in the at text button, so 1.2. Then it wants the after paragraph spacing to be 12 point. Click on that twice to make it 12, and then say OK, and this should expand things out. Now it says step 4, delete blank lines in the document. First, show the show hide button. Mine was already there. It's in the paragraph group on the home tab. And that gives you all the paragraph buttons. And it says delete the extra blank lines between each paragraph, including the blank line after the title. So I'll just click in front of that paragraph marker, press delete on my keyboard, and go through and do the same with all the blank lines in the document. Now I see I have the whole document. Looks like I've got a couple of misspelled words. Management and potion should probably be portion. We'll probably get to that later. Now I'm on step 5. Change the font for the entire document. Once again, go Control A to select the entire document. Going to change the font to Cambria, scrolling down, and there's Cambria. Once again, I did that by going to the Home tab, Font Group, and using the Font drop-down menu, and that changed all the font to Cambria. Step 6 says change the paragraph spacing, alignment, font size, styles, effects, and color of the title. Piece of cake. First, select the title of the document. That's Online Learning Information. I've dragged through the whole thing to select it. Alternatively, I could just click anywhere in there and then double click, and that would highlight the whole thing, or triple click to highlight the whole line. Now it says click the Layout tab. That's up here, Layout tab. Change before spacing to 36 point. And after spacing to 18 point. Next, click the center button. That's on the Home tab. And there's the center button in the paragraph group. Brings it to the center. Now I'm going to click the font launcher. Change the font style to bold. And the font size to 24. Step G, click the small caps button. click the font color drop down, font color drop down, and they want you to select blue-gray text 2. Now click the Advanced tab. Select the spacing button. Select Expanded. You can see that puts a little more space between the letters and words. And then change it to by 1.2. Click OK. Now it says move paragraphs in the document. This is step 7. Move paragraphs in the document and insert a heading. Okay, so now that we have the title the way we want to, we're going to move some of the paragraphs. It says select the last paragraph in the document, including the paragraph mark at the end of the paragraph. Okay, so I've highlighted that paragraph. Click the Cut button, that's on the Home tab, or as most people do, just click Control X. That cuts it and pastes it into the clipboard. And now it says, place the insertion point before the second line of the document entitled Definition of Online Learning Modalities, right before there. And now click on the top half of the paste button, and you'll see that it goes right to the top. Additionally, you can just click Control V. Now click at the beginning of the pasted paragraph and type, "Where are we now with online learning?" ? All right, so this is a little typing exercise. Capital W. And press enter. Double check your typing. Where are we now with, lowercase with, online learning? SimNet's really picky, so try to type it correctly. Okay, now it says select the paragraph that begins hybrid course. And move this paragraph using the drag and drop method so it appears before the paragraph that begins television or teleweb course. So I've highlighted it, and now I'm just going to drag it right before television, and you'll see it moves it above that paragraph. Just a couple different ways to move paragraphs in a Word document. Okay, step 8 says format section headings in the document and use the format painter. Step 8a, select the first section heading. Where are we now with online learning? Now it says click the font launcher. Change the font size to 12. Go back to font. Changing the font size to 12. Change the font color to, once again, blue-gray text 2. Change the underline style to double underline. Change the underlined color to blue-gray text 2. Click OK. Confirm that it's still selected and click the Text Effects Formatting button. That's up in the Home tab font group and looks like this. Select Shadow, and it wants you to select this one. It's outer offset bottom right, and it gives it kind of this interesting look. Now click the Format Painter. That's the Format Painter. It's up in the Home tab clipboard. and that basically copies this format. Then select the next heading, Definition of Online Learning Modalities, and drag through with the Format Painter, and you'll see it copies that format. Okay, next we're going to format paragraph headings in the document. So we'll select the first paragraph heading, Online Course, including that colon at the end. Click the font launcher. Change the font style to bold. Change the font color to, once again, blue-gray text 2. Click the small caps button and click OK. Now, step 10, we're going to use the Format Painter to copy formatting to other paragraph headings. So once again, select that. It's already selected. Now we're going to double click on the Format Painter, and this keeps it so that once you format something, it stays there. And we're going to select the other paragraph headings. So hybrid course, including that colon, the teleweb course, and web enhanced course. Okay, now you see I still have the Format Painter, so I'm going to click up on it, and that gets rid of it. That should. There you go. Okay. Looks like we're good. I think I messed up here. That looks better. Okay. Next, we're going to right-click on, okay, now step 11, correct spelling and grammar in the documents using the context menu. So right-click on the first misspelled word, management. Right-clicking on management gives you the context menu. Just click management, and that gives you the correct spelling. The next misspelled word is potion. This could be a correct word, that's why it's underlined in blue, but of course we know it's not. We want portion, and that is correct. Looks like all other words are spelled correctly. Next it says step 12, select the sentence in parentheses at the end of the document, including the parentheses, and click the italics button or click Control-I. So I'll just move up here and click the italics button, and it italicizes those, or Control-I does the same thing. Okay, here's a feature you might not have seen before. Step 13 says use the read aloud feature. Place your insertion point at the beginning of the first paragraph, SPCCD. Now click the Read Aloud button. That's going to be in the Review tab, and it is in the speech group Read Aloud. So I'll click on this.
SPCCD was a pioneer in online education and was one of the first community colleges in California to offer fully online courses in 1998.
If you want to change the settings, you can increase the
speed. Over the next few years, there was limited growth in online offerings and only
you can change the voice.
Taught online during fall 2000. The adoption of a learning management system in spring 20. Spring 20.
Skip to the next paragraph.
Definition of online learning modalities.
And you can turn it off. Basically, the read aloud feature is kind of handy in that it's often easier to find mistakes if you have someone reading it to you. Okay, that's step 13 complete. Step 14, we're going to add document properties using the Properties dialog box. To find the Properties dialog box, click the File tab. Make sure Info is selected. go to the Properties button and click Advanced Properties, and you'll see under the Summary tab all the properties that you can type in there. First, they want the title to be Online Learning Information. In the subject box, they want this to be Online Learning. And then if there's an author in the author area, delete it and type in Tanisha Morris. Tanisha Morris, Online Learning, Online Learning Information. Okay. Click the back arrow. Now we're going to save the document. It says to close it, but you don't need to. I'll do so. Still right there. Next, go back to your SimNet page, and you're going to click on Upload My File. Clicking on that, find where your file is. Once again, mine is on the desktop. There it is. Open. And that's why I always save things to the desktop. Okay, so when I've uploaded it, it's put it onto the SimNet server, and it's stored there in the cloud. If you ever need to use it again or correct it, maybe you're going to hop on a different computer, just know that it's always there. You can go get it without the use of a thumb drive or anything else. So if you get interrupted and you can only have time for half of it, go ahead and upload it, and then when you're ready, just go ahead and say submit the file, and this will grade it for you automatically. Okay, here's your score, 100%, 20 out of 29, good job. Right here, this is not the document you submitted, but it shows you what the document should look like. So if for any reason you don't get 100%, you can bring up your original document and just make sure that it looks just like this one. Make any changes that you need to make, and then you can just press the, go back, press the back tab, the back tab button, and then re-upload it. I've given you basically unlimited attempts, so you should be able to get a perfect score on all of these. Anyway, I hope that helps. Shows you how to quickly do a graded project. That took us like 15 minutes, and that's with me talking through it. So hopefully it doesn't take you that long. Anyway, good luck with all the projects, and I hope you have a great day.